My dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Capricorn, and it's a very special reading. It's about three important messages that you can use anytime. Three important messages that will help you know where you stand, what are some important factors in your life that need addressing or need attention. Three important sectors of your life that we are going to look into today. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. Let us begin with the first and most important message. Starting with the first one, and there it is. Okay, it says one enchanted evening. That means one evening, and probably it probably means it literally. One evening, something enchanting is going to happen. Something magical is going to happen. It's going to be in the evening. It's going to be the perfect night. It's not going to be day. It's going to be during the night or during the evening. Something wonderful is taking place, and that is ending as something that was sort of a bit of an obstacle in your way. That's going to be removed, and you are going to be quite contented. This is very interesting. It is connected to the Chinese year of the monkey, the ox, the buffalo, and the dog, Chinese year of the dog. Just so if you're interested, or if you are any of those signs, some enchanted evening is going to be you'll be dealing either, if you're yourself, are these signs, or you might be dealing with someone. There is something about partnerships, and there is about the removal and the end of an obstacle situation. My dear Capricorn, I'm going to take two more messages. This is the first message, and then I'll do the second and third over here. So now we're dealing with the first one, and it says a lot of money is coming your way. The Four of Pentacles shows there could be inheritance, unexpected large amounts of money coming your way, and this is going to be absolutely incredible. It might happen, you might hear the news, one enchanted evening. So that is really amazing, because this is life-changing, ground-changing money coming your way. Let's have a look at the next one. Oh my God, this just completes it. A major rise in your money. A lot of money that you really got to think how to invest, get advice, get support, what to do with this money and where to put it. It's so much of it. So much that you have to know that how you are going to invest it is going to be playing the biggest role for you. I'm going to take one more message from this deck in regard to this section here to see what else. Wow, early retirement with the ornament is possible, finishing work, early retirement, also celebrations. This is also about celebrations, extra money coming, a lot of money coming, investing. This is also about investing and celebrating, and possibly end of a job, putting an end to it, and retiring. Some of you might be starting your own business in retail or dealing with beauty. That could be a possibility. I'm going to take just one more in regard to this section to see what else. It looks to me like small increases are going to be at the beginning, then valuable information comes to you, then you're able to know what to do and how to invest. You are going to be shown the way. There is going to be support. Someone is going to help you. It says you are starting a fresh start in regard to your career, finally doing what you want, and it's going to be steady work. You are going to be building a career, building a business, doing something wonderful, but it all starts one enchanted evening. How beautiful is that? Now, we know it's about money, but I also want to know if there is anything else here in this regard that you need to know, like is just an extra information. We're going to take two messages from this deck for all Capricorn. Oh, too many. Okay, that's too many, so I'll just take one or two. And now if we have three, it's okay. Three is okay, but not six. Okay, now let's have a look, especially for this area, because we've got plenty here. That's why I don't want to take more. The Tower looks like you're rising, ranking up to high levels. Success is coming without even effort, no effort at all. Solid foundations are built and you're rising. That's wonderful to know. Excellent. It says here, you will overcome obstacles. You will, just like I said, obstacles are going to be overcome due to this money that's coming. The hills are about obstacles that you are going to overcome and deal with. Rainbow is all about great news, resolutions, difficult times over, happiness, excitement, news. This can be also about a windfall, being very comfortable, difficulty being removed, and situations that were overwhelmingly difficult coming to an absolute, and you being very happy, uplifted, and rising above where you are today. And that is the rainbow. So that sounds absolutely great. That was the first message, and it was great. Now we're going to go on to the second question. It's a second message, actually, not question, sorry. Let's see what the second message is all about. We're going to take 2 messages from this deck, starting with the first one. The second factor that's affecting every Capricorn that needs to know. And it looks like to me, it's some incredible news that's going to come. This news is going to need you to really plan well. You are going to be getting what you need, but this is about movement forward. You are moving forward, right, in a positive way. But you need to also act quickly when a decision presents itself, or a proposal. I do feel like a lot of deep thinking might take time, so you might look at it quickly, spend some time studying a situation if it's offered to you, because there's going to be a great opportunity coming. There's going to be a resolution to a problem at hand at this point in time. Some of you could be relocating, moving on, but I do see positive movement forward without a doubt. I also see that you need to pay attention to detail when you are dealing with big amounts of money, or contracts, or changes, or sale or purchase of properties or business. The second one, wow, you are going to be victorious. There's victory and success coming your way. This is the 6 of Wands, and you have the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, which shows that you are going to be great. There's great victory, a lot of happiness, a lot of rewards coming your way, to the point where you are going to be absolutely in awe at the magnitude of how the universe wants to give you and how much they're granting you so many blessings. So that is truly magnificent. I'm going to take one message from this deck, just one, for this sector here, to see what else. Right, golden opportunity. You got the gold here, and the gold is all about solid finances, investing with integrity, with a lot of thinking, like a lot of I moved that accidentally. Investing with integrity, deep values. Again, values are here. Somebody's going to be very much supportive and teaching you what the best course of action is, and that is going to bring you a lot of understanding. Satisfying conditions are going to be around you long term. You are going to be banking long term, putting money in the banks long term with the gold. So you've got a lot happening here. Let's take on a few more messages from this chapter for this second important factor for you. And there it is. How many we got? Oh, that's plenty. 4. Okay, the spear shows that you could be going through some heartbreak at a time when this takes place. Maybe some of you might be leaving a situation that might have been complicated, but I also see with the spear that you might be worried over nothing. This situation might be something that is going to be resolved all of a sudden. So there is heartbreak, but there is resolution at the same time. The kangaroo is all about moving, not being happy where you are, moving to a better section. Now you got the money. You have got the money. You'll have the power and the money to be able to move to a better place, to settle in a better place. You need to plan ahead when you're doing any action in regard to moving, or the opportunity that knocks, or the news that comes, or the business that you're doing, or the money that you're putting, investing long term. There may be unsettling times that you have to put money aside for. It's very important. With the kangaroo, some of you could be moving, but unsettling times where you need to really take action, but take action with a lot of discernment and a lot of patience. Don't rush. But again, you have to be at the same time taking advantage of the opportunity when it presents itself. Now the wreath does show that there could be a passing. This is to do with inheritance. Somebody could be passing and leaving you a big inheritance. Sometimes the money that comes could be, it's easy money that's coming to you without hard work. This could be like, it's unexpected, and it can sometimes be a windfall. Sometimes it can be inheritance. It's extra money, it's money unexpected, but it's ground changing. So the wreath does show sorrow, loss of someone. So there could be the loss of someone here also at the same time. So that's a possibility. And then you got success. Success will be all over the place for you. And with this success comes, I think, this glory, this victory, this success, this money. Don't forget, this was all about victory and success. So that is absolutely incredible for you. Now we're going to go to the third section. Before I go to the third section, I just want to see if there is anything else that you need to know in regard to this. I'll just take 1 or 2 cards from this. Is there any words that are important from the heart that you're saying or somebody else is saying? It's too many. Just bear with me. Oh, this one. They want this out. Okay. It says, This might help you understand like what's going on here. It says, I want to make you smile. Somebody really wants to make you happy. This is probably at a time where you're feeling sad and there's the wreath and there's sorrow. I want to make you smile. Somebody wants to make you happy, which is really wonderful at a time where there's unsettling times. I'm scared to let someone in. Somebody's not ready to start anything yet. So if there is someone entering your life, you might just put them on hold for a while because there is heartbreak and you are going through something. So you need just a little bit of time out. Now I'm going to take on 2 more messages from another deck and see what else do you need to know on the 3rd chapter. Let's see what's the 3rd section all about for all Capricorn. Let's have a look. Happiness, wow, dreams come true, wishes come true. The 10 of Cups, nothing is more powerful than the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups shows happiness to the highest level and degree. And I feel like with one enchanted evening, all this happening, you are going to be overwhelmed with joy. Let's take on another one. After heartbreak, there is a little bit of heartbreak. Something is happening, so I'm going to take just one more for Capricorn in regard to this happiness. Empowerment. You are going to be dealing with a lot of power. You are going to be in authority. You are going to be put in a position of authority. It could be a will that you will execute, that you will be the beneficiary or the one who will execute a will, because we've got the wreath and we got possibility of passing. You could be offered a position that you can't say no to because there is a proposal that's making you think to leave because there might be a distance, but you are going to be given a lot of power, enormous power that you are going to be really dealing with, being over an authority over people, teaching others, or being a team leader. This can also be a situation where an offer you can't refuse, and it can be something to do with someone that's Aries. It could be someone that's coming into your life and they could be Aries, and you could be working well together, planning a business together, buying a house together, starting a family together, getting your dream business. The 10 of Cups can be anything, buying, selling, and getting a lot happening, a lot of your wishes and dreams being completed, a lot of fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. Now what I'm going to do is take on a few messages about this section. I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck, and then I'll take 1 or 2 also for Capricorn. This section here, I want to understand a little bit further. Right, deception. There was deception, there could have been deception, and I'll just find out as, oh wow, look at this, deception and then trust. So end of deception, somebody not being quite honest with you, and then comes trust. You are going to be saying goodbye to someone that is not someone that you can trust, someone that always puts on a face. They're not real, they don't become themselves with you, they're always hiding and not being truthful. And you will know who to trust and who not to trust. There is a situation that's calling for you to have faith, without a doubt. But there is also, because there's been someone there that is, what's the word? They're putting on a facade. They're not being themselves. You are going to be seeing through this situation and knowing who's doing what and who's who and who's what, who to trust and who not to trust. There is someone that is deceptive, without a doubt. Now, with this Aries, this is the Aries card. Usually Aries are the most loyal people in the world, so it doesn't apply to this person. This is someone very honest, so I feel like it's through this person's honesty you will build the trust, but there is someone deceptive over there around that you are going to be aware of. It's not going to stand in your way and in the way of your happiness, without a doubt. Let's have a look at some more information about this area here. So we got 1, an older woman. There's an older woman here. Let's see what else for Capricorn. We've got a ring, and I'm going to take 1 or 2 more for this area, and that's enough. These 2 are enough. We got Chinese year of the dog. Somebody connected to the Chinese year of the dog. It could be this older woman that's connected to the Chinese year of the dog. It's possible. We got a younger man also. So there's an older woman and a younger man, and there is a ring. So this tells me that this could be in regard to relationships or partnerships. Somebody older, somebody younger. You see, you got the word older and younger. Dealing relationship with an older younger man, dealings relationship with an older woman. Very interesting. We've got a younger man and an older woman. This could be in regard to one being deceptive and the other one having faith in one person. I feel like if it's an Aries person, you can trust them. If it's an Aries female, you can trust them also. Aries is very trustworthy, but we don't know who these people are. All we know is they are connected to deception, One of them is connected to deception, and the other one's connected to having faith in a situation, dealing with one of these, either a male or a female, which is quite intriguing. There is a situation to do with the ring, and the ring is about deals, it's about contracts, it's about agreements, it's about marriage, it's about business deals, either romantic, business, but it is about an agreement, about a connection, and don't forget the circle of trust. So there is a trusting situation here. There is a situation that's giving you that happy ever after, don't forget. And the dogs could be someone that you might be dealing with, born the Chinese year of the dog. It can also mean the dog can be about family, starting a family, preparing to get married again. Not again, getting married, that's another thing. We're starting a family. It can be about this, family, siblings, pets, children, starting a family, children. But having a pet, bringing a pet, having an extra pet. Now it's also about two people. Two people that could be similar, that could be siblings, between two siblings. One could be deceptive, one you can have trust with them. That could be also a possibility. There could be a differentiation between sort of trying to work out between two people, one that is deception and one that is one that puts on a facade, and the other one that is someone that you can trust. That can also be part of it. But the dogs are also about loyalty, loyal friendships, someone that you can trust, have faith in. So that's very interesting, absolutely very interesting. I feel like it's covered everything we wanted to know, the 3 chapters here, but the most important one that you need to know is that there is a major rise in your money on a grand scale, and you are destined for a lot of happiness. That's what's more important than anything else. A lot of money is coming, changing your life. One enchanted evening, you're going to hear about it, and you are going to be overwhelmed with everything that's happening. A lot of happiness and a lot of wealth is coming to you, where you will be over the moon. Absolutely incredible, this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, my dear Capricorn. Do give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing your next reading very soon. A lot of love and light. Have a look at your money reading before I go. Your money reading should show that there is a massive amount of money coming your way, and I feel like it could be an inheritance. Or a windfall. It could be either one. I do wish you the best of the best in everything you're doing. A lot of love and light. Namaste.